I suppose you could create a profile that's logged into the logged into YouTube.
It's very
You're
confusing.
a lot faster on your laptop.
It's true. I started streaming, so we now have the fantastic records of your
Yes, quite a lot of the audio of this is me ranting about
YouTube.
I mean, in many respects it works well, but God, it uses a lot of JavaScript.
Right.
So I believe you can choose arbitrary dates. Those are merely convenient timestamps that you might want to start at.
Yes. Right, anyway, I'll custom games start up, because otherwise it gives you a very limited set of things.
Oh right, yes, so you can choose any day. I think a lot of things, when the history files don't know the correct date, just say, oh, it probably happened on the 1st of January.
I seem to have lost the settings button to maybe that's a bit later. Right. So there's a bunch of dates. Oh yes. Oh yes, so right, I've got a default date, so
The calendar widget at the top to allow you
I can play as William the Conqueror.
conveniently, I have actually got the. I'm fairly sure it isn't, Gareth.
Right, let's try. So available people are William the Bastard, who of course I cocked up as last time, the Holy Roman Emperor, Duke Robert the Fox, so somewhere in Italy.
You presume you can't play as Sultan of Egypt unless he's Christian. I think anyone with green is not available.
Can play as King Harold of England, your King Harold Hardrada.
Yes. And of course you can play as anyone else in the world.
Yeah.
Starting at anyone else in Europe, North Africa and Western Asia.
Right, I think I'm going for the straightforward, let's play as Duke William of Normandy. This time, knowing a bit more about how any of this works.
So what's your difficulty setting? Is that precisely halfway up? I can't remember what it is.
45%. So that's normal difficulty.
Does this mean you've now got assassinations turned off?
Well, I'm trying to turn off assassinations, but I can't find the actual interface to do it. So I'm going to try pressing play and seeing what happens. Ah, right, here we are. So if I reset rules, that should mean that I've now gotten back to the standard set of things. So so now, yes, I'm in plots only, not you can randomly assassinate people. Right. Let's start the game. Look, it's telling us all about what I should do. This is slightly irrelevant because what I need to do is obviously a bunch of realms set up, but obviously what I need to be doing is invading England.
Well, you don't have to, but I think the game has set things up so that it's a sensible option.
It's true. I am playing a Norman Catholic Duke. So, because I'm Norman, I can raid overseas with ships, which is less strictly because I'm Norman and more because I'm actually Viking. Or rather, because of the Normans are Vikings. Or ex-Vikings. We are in the futile government system, to quote Calvin and Hobbes. And we are headed by the Pope. And we might be able to set up anti-popes, which I'm pretty sure we did when we were Holy Roman Emperor.
I think you inherited an anti-pope.
Yeah.
You created him, but you did push his claim on the papacy and thus vassalised the papacy.
Yeah, and yes.
And thus caused the papacy to have no land, which meant that when the invasion, when the crusade, the Albigensian crusade, only more kind of wherever you were based, crusade happened, it was trivially easy to invade the Pope because he had almost no land.
The Pope had some legions, but he also had no land.
You just go, oh look, I've taken your 3 churches.
So currently we are paused.
All right, and the Norman conquest is a war you start off in.
Yep. So, let's make sure everything is settled. Let's go and have a look at who we are. We have moderate diplomacy skill, we have kick-ass martial skill. We aren't too bad with the old stewardship. We can also stab people in the back like nobody's business. Acceptable learning and reasonable personal wombat skill. Frankly, that's actually pretty good. I haven't seen numbers that high since I went on Crusade. Don't have any treasures yet. I'm Catholic and futile. My realm... Oh, no, I don't want realm tree. What I want is the House of Normandy. So I'm William, and we've had Robert and Richard of Normandy. Somewhere's that's the bloody family tree. So we've had a bunch of Dukes of Normandy, which should be descended from Hrolfgangur, or Rollo, as he was known to the Franks. I have a strong claim on the Kingdom of England, which I am, let's just check, I am in fact at war about, over there. And personally, so I'm Duke of Normandy, I'm Count of Rouen, Baron of Argentan and Baron of Lillebonne, and I'm attacking Harold II, and I'm hostile towards Harold of Norway, on account of the fact that we both want the same damn throne. Oh my god, I did not stop sprogging. I'm 39. I'm surprised my wife's not dead in a ditch, but there you go. She doesn't like me very much, I'm not surprised. Right, my eldest kid is 12 and my youngest is 2, so I've been popping them out at a rate of about 2 a year, good lord. And my son is my heir and he's a count. Brilliant, right. I'm a brilliant strategist, I'm a battlefield terrain master. What does that actually get me? Narrow flank thingies. I'm a legitimised bastard, so I get -1 to my diplomacy. I'm ambitious, diligent, proud, cynical, brave, temperate and patient. I need to pick an ambition.
Become king, surely.
Well, my options are become Chancellor, become Marshal, which might actually work, become Steward, become Spymaster, become Exalted Among Men, or become King of France.
Right.
I can't become King of England because
you're not currently in England.
I'm not currently in England. I'm not in England's vassal status. Let's go for becoming Exalted Among Men. Duke William wants his name to live forever in the annals of history. Well,
to be fair,
give it a go.
In the history of reality, he turns out pretty well. So
it's true. So would this be okay? Right. Well, let's send out for
A competent
a
chancellor.
chancellor that's not completely bloody useless. It's going to have to be a man, isn't it?
I mean, there is an option early on to say, pretend that we have full gender equality in the Middle Ages.
It's true, but
But you didn't turn that on.
I didn't turn that on because it's yes. What I might try doing is doing a couple of games as Eleanor of Aquitaine or Athelflaed, one with gender equality turned on and one with it turned off, in order to compare and contrast.
Of course, you must have the appropriate musket to hand.
Well, yes, obviously. So
Can you play as Chi?
no, too far east.
Yeah, we don't get it. China is a sinister off-map force in this game, and not with these DLCs anyway.
I take it Antarctica is also quite a long way away.
Yes. Right, so good lord. Right. Intrigue.
No, that's easy.
Damn it. Okay, well, he's an improvement. But I might save him. Skilled tactician. What are you? Tough soldier. Right. In any case, I am going to probably not. My marshal's not going to be doing anything interesting except leading armies. That's also pretty terrible. Let's send out for a better steward. Right, invite court.
Kind of like recruiting people for your startup. That you're saying, look, we're going to be really big soon.
Well, yeah. Right, and spy master. Astonishingly, my court chaplain is not completely shit. But at the moment there's not a lot for him to do except for him to research cultural technology. So we'll get him researching cultural technology. While we're waiting, we might as well get our steward to research thingy. Our spy master can go off to Florence. And let's go and have a look at my vassals. Right, okay. You're going to effort to improve diplomatic relations. Right, brilliant. Good. My marshal I don't need to do anything with because very shortly I'm going to be doing things. I need to set a designated regent, which could be my wife, on account of the fact that she's a much better steward than any of the ones I have available. Medieval sexism for the win. Right, I have a de jure claim. Right, law-wise, I've got agnatic, cognatic, devil kind, and I'm not going to do anything about it right now. Technology-wise, we have no technology. We do have horses and melee techniques, which is nice. Military-wise, I do have a few spare people, but I will leave those behind to accrue because I do, of course, need slightly a defensive presence, probably, in the thing. And one of my goals is to become, is to found a new kingdom.
Well, I think you're currently planning to take somebody else's kingdom.
Well, England, I suppose England does actually exist at this point, so, so,
I mean, you can check. If
factions.
you switch to Realmsview, rather
Yes.
weird terrain.
Gosh, I haven't seen this religion view for a while.
You've got a pope.
I've got a pope.
How exciting is that?
Realms view. Hang on, I need to
So
zoom.
yes, there is a more or less coherent Kingdom of England.
It is and everything. Right, so, Mr. Bond. Let's zoom in a bit. Right, let's go look at the composition of my army. So, we have me leading the centre. I'm a brilliant strategist and battlefield terrain master. Brilliant. We have Ralph, a skilled tactician, and Raoul, a tough soldier. Do we have anyone better? Right, well, let's swap Raoul out for Robert, the Count of Mortain, a slightly tougher tough soldier. And let's stick you lot on a ship. Now, once again, I discover I can't remember for the life of me which county Hastings is in. Sussex?
Blatantly Sussex. I don't know why I think that, but yeah.
I would just like to point out that...
But isn't there anything in 1066 and all that about landing correctly at Thanet?
Well, Thanet is definitely where you land under other circumstances.
But obviously it's not Hastings.
It's obviously not Hastings. I mean, Thanet is, I think, well, it's certainly where the proselytisers in the 5th century landed. Oh, something's happened. Excellent. I forgot what I wanted you for.
It should be obvious though.
Oh yeah, there we are. Positions. Appoint. You. Improve diplomatic relations. F. Well, I guess I can be Marshal.
You should have made that your ambition.
I should have made that my ambition.
Right, so you've got tens of thousands of troops going ashore.
Yep.
And England apparently has nothing waiting for it.
Yeah, that's because they're all busily heading north. And of course, at the moment, I'm busy getting all of these suggestions. So who's he? He's a Grey Eminence. Yeah. So let's besiege this castle that I'm at. I'm a bit seasick, but nevertheless I will do that, and I will improve. Right. Appoint new spy master that's not hopeless.
I presume, yes, you can't send him to anywhere in England because being able to see what was going on up there would be slightly helpful.
Hang on.
Oh, yes, you might be able
Yes,
to
I
send him
can.
to do something else in England.
I can send him to build spy network. Let's send him to York.
Yes, okay, he has a one county radius, so you can tell that there is a Sovereign Great Army up in York.
Yes. That's fine. I have a plan. Yes, which is still... Right, assault this so that I've got a base in the UK that's got some.
There is no UK yet.
Britannic Isles.
We haven't even got a United Scotland yet.
Well. Okay, you're my liege. Excuse me while I sneeze at this fort. Right, so
Sussex.
I now control Sussex. Let's march into...
Alright, that up there is the Norwegian army.
Yes. I wish to steer clear of the Norwegian army.
And just try to get 100% war score against England.
Yes. Because what I did last time was I ignored what their ships were doing, and of course I didn't really know about the benefits of getting how to get war score. So you're English. Where are you going? You're going to Sussex. What can I... Okay, let's go back to goddamn Sussex.
Because your movement locked into Middlesex already.
Yes. Let's just check. You are still going to Sussex. Yep. Right. Okay. Well, let's try and fight some people. I don't really need 20% on my fertility. I'd like to point out I'm very fertile, but I do want the kind of prestige benefits. Right, I'm going to leave you sitting there so I can at least see. Right, who the hell are you? You're the Holy Roman Empire, and you're in a war. Let's investigate this war. Holy Roman French de jure war of Zealand. Right, let's try and ignore that war. It is not my problem.
You need to stay away from it, but it shouldn't come anywhere near your current activity.
Indeed. Unpause so that the war can happen. Right, that's so. Right, where are they going? They're going back to Wessex. Excellent. I think Wessex is a great place for an army to visit. Particularly when there's only going to be like 2,000 in the other army, and I've got nearly 1,100. 11,000. Look, I work in astronomy now. I have like factors of 10 issues. Something's happened to one of my commanders. It's fine. I've got another skilled tactician. Right, let's unpause and see what's happening. Ooh, Trixie. So, I've got light cavalry, heavy infantry, light infantry. So, what does that get me? Light foot troops plus 20%. Mounted troops. Spotland and step. Winter soldier. Winter soldier's less important here. I think flat terrain is probably... Oh, no, let's get some cavalry. It's a laugh in it. So where are you not going? You're going to Wiltshire. Excellent. Let's do a little light besieging while we're here. And then maybe try and chase after that army a bit. Well, not too much, because I don't want to run into the armies of... Harold, the other Harold.
I suppose your main aim here, assaulting now to rapidly get yourself up to 100% war score, is probably a good plan.
So,
have you got at least one battle worth 5% war score?
Yes.
Excellent. So I think that means that all you now need to do is squash things and stay out of the way
of Harold.
Yes.
So, oh yeah, Middlesex is also a great place to go because it's their capital.
And all being well, Harold will be working his way south from York.
Well, first he's got to make his way north to York,
No, sorry, Hardrada will be working
Yes.
his way south from York and trying to do the same thing there, besieging and assaulting as he goes.
Yes.
And so your aim is to race him to 100% war score.
Yep. Which is a bit tricky because I don't know how what he's doing.
Well, you
But-
can see roughly because of your spy master spying in York.
Oh, that's true. Oh dear, one of my children needs a guardian. You're my daughter, and you're completely useless.
Well, yes, okay. That I would hope for slightly better than that at age 6.
Yes. Well, let's not go for a matrilineal thing. I don't really want her genes back in the gene pool.
Useless Carlings are still better. Not Carlings, de Normandies are still better than useless not de Normandies.
Up to a point. I mean, I've got 6 children, right? You know. Let's assume that, you know, inbreeding is not like the best thing in the world. Let's marry you off to the Duke of Transylvania because that looks like a laugh, right? Right, anyway, let's assign you a guardian. You look like a nice guy, therefore, since
Close the window, that would be the job. Since that was the one they showed on but
Damn
unfortunately managed to break things so
yes.
entertainingly.
Right, there we go. Got my daughter a guardian.
Castle of Tottenham.
At least Tottenham's a good old name. So, right, I can duel him myself. Right, well, let's go for trying to duel. This can only possibly go. Well, that seemed to go all right. Excellent. Right, well, I think we assault this place even though it's quite big,
Oh, Westminster, yes.
on the grounds that this is better than this is a good way to accrue war score. Right, off we go. Accrue war score. Of course, as soon as I win, I'm sure that Harold will manage.
Yes, he'll still have a claim on England.
Yes. Okay, now you decide to mentor my useless child. Whatever. 51%. London was a bit of a pushover. St Paul's is part of London, even in like the 11th century. I'm pretty clear on that.
Is Tottenham really a castle?
Pretty sure not. I mean, Hum is usually a word for a small settlement, and I'm not sure that Tottenham...
Would Windsor have had a castle at this point?
Well, not a stone one. I mean...
Well, yeah, the pictures are all going to be wrong because the pictures are timeless based on culture, which is not quite right.
Right, excuse me, let's wander back here, kick that army that's trying to besiege us back.
Because we're in a world now where armies of 214 can actually
besiege
engage in
things.
sieges. Unlike what we're used to from the late stage Polish Empire, where you'd need like a couple of thousand.
Yeah.
You are at 90% war score, so this is looking like you will at least take England and probably have enough army to fend off
Harold Harrod, not least because I'll be able to raise some more troops. I mean, don't forget I do have some more that I can raise from my my levies. So, right, where are you guys going? You're going to Middlesex, right? Back we go to Middlesex. Back we don't go to Middlesex. Off we go to Oxford. Oxford, I'm pretty sure exists at this point. But obviously it's more like Oxenford on account of there's some oxen and a ford. Oh look, we're in plains. Excellent. We like plains. Though my army is somewhat depleted over its original was name, it's not looking too bad. A Norman veteran. Use 45 gold, gain 30 technology points, and let's get some technology points. That will do us much more good in the long run. Aha! Victory! We have 100% ore score. Just pause and release the peace altar. Right. Excellent. I have usurped.
Stonehenge was transferred from King Harold to King William.
Excellent! I don't think I can do anything with Stonehenge. I think it's the wrong religion, but you know, it's vital to know that it's there. Right, I've usurped the kingdom of England from King Harold of Bedford.
Well, he's not.
Bluff!
I feel that either King or Bedford is wrong there. I usurped it from King Harold of England, which is what he was before, or from Duke Harold of Bedford.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't Duke of Bedford, but let's...
Well, he has his own opinions on this.
Yes. Right, we have won the Norman conquest.
Right.
Unfortunately...
Slight problem.
Unfortunately, I've got a war.
You're still at war with Norway.
With Norway. Where we have minus 14% war scores. So, Mr. Bond.
So
Right.
their armies put together would flatten yours
Yes.
if they foolishly put their armies together.
And they're close together. Right, so... Right, let's do a little bit of judicious levy raising, or trying to raise levies. Anyway.
Possibly you can't because they're all raised. Oh, okay.
You say that.
That's a good start. I think the dark lines indicate the boundaries between the vassals, but I'm not sure. Yes, it looks like most of England's levies were already raised.
Yes. And that's got me like about an extra 1,000 stoats. Let's get you over there. So, supply limit is fine. Let's march you lot over there. So where are you going? You're going to Leicester. So you are joining up your armies. Ooh, I've got a bit of a demesne size problem. Let's create some titles. Which is not going to do my...
Everything is ending up with different names as you create them. I don't think Somerset will change.
Somerset shouldn't change. Then might as well create the Duchy of Cornwall. Right. So now let's go and look at my commanders in particular and see if there's... Let's... Right, well I have made Odo a bishop now, so you know that's very important. Okay, Sussex it is. Actually having made my brother a bishop, he's now not Not a suitable commander.
Well, I think you've just placed a count over him.
Oh yeah. Okay, that probably counts for it. Yes.
So now he will be his count's commander.
So let's go find some people over here and see if there's anyone that likes me. You want the Duchy of Cornwall. You want the Duchy of Cornwall. Don't like me as much, right? Well, Duchy of Cornwall. Doink. So obviously I want to keep Middlesex and associated things. Hang on, what have I got? Normandy, Gloucester, Somerset, Hampshire. Where the bloody hell is Hampshire?
South of there. Or possibly not.
You desired. Oh, you're already in. Oh no, hang on. I need to make you Duke, so. I don't desire Hampshire. That's nice.
Guess that the yes,
That's
he.
me.
Oh right, you hold. I think you hold Winchester, and Winchester is probably the only county in Hampshire.
Okay, that's bizarrely inexplicable. So, where are we with this? So Hampshire, Normandy, Somerset.
So I think Somerset looks like being another single thing county, possibly Bristol. So Somerset is the one labelled Somerset.
Oh yeah, blatant clue in it. Well, let's give you a duchy. So, where are we here? Right, we are now not suffering from Crown Authority. Why have I got so many domain sizes
I
issues?
think there's a bunch of weirdnesses, like you're holding far too many baronies. I think you need to grant them to the counts, or grant them to someone else and then transfer them under the counts. Probably quicker to grant them, easier to grant them to the counts. So desires the city of Lewis, for instance. Well,
Let's transfer vassalage.
no, because there currently isn't a mayor of Lewis.
Yes.
So if you just make him mayor, if you grant him the city of Lewis, then that will probably do the job. Or but yes, okay. Now you need to transfer that newly created mayor under him. But I think you can just. You could just have granted him the city instead, which would have been less faffy. So he wants
Bishopric of Canterbury.
at least Bishopric of Canterbury. I think you can just say on the bottom of this list.
No.
Okay, maybe you do need. Was it desires the bishopric or desires control of the bishopric?
What's control?
Control. Okay, that control means there is someone in there and it's a vassal transfer. Sorry.
Right, so. So he wants Sussex. Although that's going to probably remove one of my commanders. Whoops. Not grant landed title, transfer vassalage of Canterbury.
What else does he desire? Is there another thing, or is it just Sussex and Canterbury?
It's just Sussex and Canterbury. So, hang on, that's not doing anything for my domain size because it's all these little.
Yeah, no, those should each count.
Right.
Oh, that one didn't. Canterbury didn't help because that one was
Already.
held. But that did fit. Would have improved his opinion of you
So,
because he wasn't desiring control of the county anymore. So I would be inclined to go for there was one that was obviously for Southampton, I think. Or oh no, you're still holding Winchester.
I'm still holding Winchester.
But if they're bishoprics and such like, you probably want to get someone into the bishopric rather than holding it directly yourself.
Yes,
So
so
I would go
let's.
after the bishoprics and such like first. And
So
then if you still
let's.
need, don't make it county capital. Has that created a vassal? Yes, it has.
Yes.
So that's now got you down to dominion size of 9. Let's hold of the wrong type. Well, create a hold of the right type then.
Yep.
8.
City of London, City of Southampton.
Right,
Let's
so
stick
if you
some
fix them.
by sticking some mayors in. So, vassal.
So
Right.
that's now tidied up a lot of the
Yep.
mess. You might want to move your capital to Middlesex at some point. But,
Maybe. Let's
but it
see.
would be historically maybe appropriate. I don't know.
Ship. Hang on. I'm an idiot. Oh, I can't really afford any mercenaries.
No, you just spent all your money creating duchies.
It's true. Are there any cheap mercenaries? Like you lot. 2,000.
So that would be nice.
So,
All right, that did automatically move the capital to Middlesex.
yes.
There are some plotted events in your.
Yes. Oh, good. The people are forming a defensive pact against me.
Well, yes, you have just phenomenally grown your realm.
Just a tiny bit, yes. Right, anyway, unpause. Glom everyone together.
I think Hardrada's trying to glom his people together as well.
They're going to. Yes. Well, I'm going to glom them together and then I'm going to chase after them, or up towards them anyway. Secure in the knowledge that I've got some people coming eventually. March faster. They're very expensive. So, glue. Right, so I obviously should lead this flank. Right, you are a skilled tactician, you're a defender.
I would say you've got some much better commanders available than that. Well, yes.
Yeah. Skilled tactician. Right.
So yes, you do have a slight numerical disadvantage. I hope you've got better commanders than them.
Yes, me too. Unpause so we can actually get somewhere. Right, yes. Actually, I might not. Well, let's see if I can get up there before they get their reinforcements in. Pause. On ship. Ship over here. It's so nice when it's your country and you can just, ship people around like that. So how threatening am I? Or not even 50% threatening. I spent like most of the last sort of century of my last game like not being under 90% threat for most of it. So, glue wander off over there. Right, there we go. That's better. Right, let's see how this goes. So, they don't have a defensive advantage, which is nice.
You're on plains, or on something that looks pretty flat, which should help you.
Yeah, officially it's plains.
You have marginally better commanders than them.
Yeah, not as much better as I'd like, but we'll just have to see.
Ow.
Can't afford 45 gold. What I do want, however, is to check whether I've got enough technology to buy anything. No. And what was I going to do? I had a thought, which was...
Well, those 1,000 extra troops would probably help with this problem.
What's the one? Right, get your ass back to France and pause. Click on the damn battle again. Get in there. March faster. Now, is it worth shoving this lot in here, or I'm going to leave these here and besiege this lot back? And then what I'm going to do is set their route this way, so they'll retreat in this direction. Anyone will think I, understood tactics or something. Right. Well, my archers are now doing some damage, but there's probably not enough of them left. What I want is for a way to say, excuse me, oops. Let's apply some glue to that army.
You can probably pick up the French Normandy.
Oh yeah, good point. Right, get on the boat. Come over here. Don't know what you lot were doing, but it was being very confusing. Right, let's glue you together and then do a little bit of light besieging. Let's make time go. I don't think strategically I did anything particularly wrong there. Like, maybe I could have done some things a bit better. Let's sort that and get some bits back. So, let's just check that we've got the right commanders. We've got William, got Gareth. So let's put you in the centre, William on the edge. Right, so where are you going? You're going to Hull. Okay. Right, let's get you together and then we'll go to Leeds. Try and assume a defensive position, because we understand this, probably on a good day. Just sit this one out. We have the advantage. Not everyone's busy joining the defensive pact against me. Well, I'm now known as the Conqueror, so that's nice.
Yes, you got that for invading for an at least briefly successful invasion of England.
Yes. So, how are we doing war score-wise?
God, goodness, the Battle of Doncaster was expensive.
Yes.
Are you considering toddling over to Norway?
I'm just checking whether I had some people there, but I think they all came back. So,
Well, I think it's better to get... you have the advantage that, well, that your troops are reinforcing, though
yes.
your money is slowly running out.
Yes, I mean, I think my policy here is to try and get back as much of this county as I can, and then go and attack them while their numbers are still low, because it's hard for them to reinforce. And I've still got the use of the mercenaries.
An assault here should be fairly safe.
God damn it. He's got good centre leading and he's got narrow flank thing.
You can get narrow flank advantage in the centre as well.
Yeah, but he's got direct leader, which
right.
means you really want him in the centre. Come on.
Well, you could assault.
I could, but I don't want to lose any people. And it is a 4-point fort.
Also, if you let him besiege things, I think it costs a few troops each time to fill the to provide a replacement retinue in the fort. Whatever it is.
Yes.
The right word.
Anyway, I want to win this siege and then go and kick him a bit. Because also the siege will help, restore our morale and things. Okay, that is heading in the right direction. Let's try.
So he has a defensive advantage there.
Yes.
You might be able to negate that by taking a different route. Because it is plains, so there's not an intrinsic defensive advantage.
I'm locked in and
Well, yeah, that was why I started saying this before it was locked.
Yes. Not when I'm in the middle of a battle. I don't want to take my marshal away. He's probably doing something important. Okay, so the centre's looking good. Fingers crossed. I mean, things can change. So, they're doing slow advance shield wall. Aha! Good, good. This is showing promise. I was about to say we should chase Harold Hardrada down and give him the 7 feet of English earth that he deserves, but of course that was the other king, the other Harold.
Try not accidentally dying as William of Normandy in the middle of a battle to
Yes,
hold on to England
yes,
when your heir is a child.
that's the one. I mean, nobly dying in the attempt to invade England, fine, them's the breaks.
Well, I mean, if necessary, you can nobly die here, but...
Yes, but let's try not to, eh? Right.
So that's a good start.
Yep. Right, we're now down to a mere minus 28% war score. And mere minus 8 occupation. So where are they going? They're going to Leeds.
I think this is a repeatedly chasing.
I think this is assault. Get that
yeah.
back.
Yeah, maybe.
Because there's only the one bit of that territory they don't have. And then off we go to Leeds and do that again. Possibly this time then dismissing the...
You have 4 money, yes.
Yes. So, local revolt tax down. I like the idea of tax, but I also like the idea of not having a massive revolt risk. Right, I think I should be able to dismiss my hired levies after this battle. Hang on, they're going to
You will
die.
not go dangerously negative in money before that happens, I
Yes.
think. Oh, they're running away.
They are running away. Where are they running away to? Shrewsbury.
Right, yes, I
Right.
think now you do actually have a problem, but there are under 2,000 of them. Oh, there's only 1,000 of them. Right, yes, off you go home.
Yeah.
The last thing you want is then objecting to your
Right, they're heading all the way up to Wales. Fine.
well, I think if they're fleeing,
Right. Right. Let's go off to Paris for a bit of a lull. Right. Okay. Oh yes, of course I sent my Chancellor off to do something. Right, so they're heading back to Shrewsbury, but we should meet first. Right.
they have some narrow flanks and a lot of advantages from fighting in mountains.
Yes.
You do have a slightly great numerical advantage, so you might get away with this.
Might.
You can't really smash their centre. That doesn't have a narrow advantage.
Yeah.
Right, that seems to have worked.
Yes. I mean, my army's not looking fantastically happy, but it's nothing compared to that. Right, I've captured someone. I think I've captured some too. Right, I'm going off to Shrewsbury. Let's go off to Shrewsbury. Woohoo! I'm now not negative again. Excellent. I'm well on my way to being incredibly renowned. Yeah, where are you going? You're going to Leeds. Right, well, snap. York. Fine, we can go to York. particularly if you're going to sit down and try besieging things. But if you're going to try and sit down and besiege things, you deserve it when a furious army of 8,000 Normans comes and sits on your doorstep. Look, we're cousins. Very distant cousins. Look how Norman we are. Okay, right. You want to be my marshal? Fine. Not sure I did promise you a chance to be marshal, but whatever.
Well, you kind of fobbed him off with vague promises.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, the vague promises did say, well, maybe one day you could be marshal.
It's true. So, squack. Pursue tactic. A Norman veteran with partial for innovation. I can't afford any Norman commanders with partial for innovation. I don't have enough cash. I do, on the other hand, apparently have space for some commanders, so let's add ourselves a brilliant strategist and go state. Ooh, I've got positive war score. Finally, right, where the heck are you? You're going to Leeds. Right, well, I think I should besiege somewhere back.
Yes, your besieging should be faster than theirs.
Yes.
So.
Oh, they're running away, in fact, at the moment, so I should do a bit of besieging back and only come out after them when I've besieged things back, so at least they're not getting ticking war score. Right. Should never let my treasury go negative. Yes, I know. I was busy making sure that I still had England. So it's marched all the way across to Paris, and now they're marching back.
Well, yes.
Weird states.
They had a thing, white flag icon on them, which makes me wonder if that was Shattered Retreat, but I didn't think that ran all the way to the nearest non-hostile territory. So I'm a bit confused, and I thought you had it turned on in the previous game, but maybe I'm terribly confused. Often.
It's possible.
Oh look, your vassals are going to war with each other, it looks like.
How exciting. Hereford versus Worcester, by the looks of it. How exciting. Warwick versus Worcester, whatever. Dudes.
This, of course, will leave lots of things either for the Norwegian army to destroy or for them to get caught by, depending how big they are.
Yes. I'm going to tick time a little bit faster. While I sit outside York going la 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 ward. I might assault the next holding because it's bound to be a bit smaller and a bit more feeble. And I do have a reasonable numerical advantage at the moment. Right, we have York. Let's siege St. Peter, which is possibly Durham or possibly Chesley Street. Durham. Right. Oh, 18% more score. Brilliant. .43% more score. Alright. Well, let's wander over
He
here.
may just have destroyed the Norwegian army.
Possibly. Right, well, let's at least go and get that positive. Let's bring you lot up here, in case I want to go and try and invade Norway in order to get my war score up. I don't really want to invade Norway, it's a long way away, and the North Sea.
Well, there's a bit. I think they control Caithness at the moment. So.
Okay, yeah, I can go to Caithness.
Which has the advantage it's probably not full of Norwegian troops.
Well, probably not. Well, Norway's probably not full of Norwegian troops right now.
You think they're all currently that they have all just been killed in
Pretty much.
northern England?
Oh, let's assault that. And that. Right, that's 54% more score. Right, let's go on a Norway kicking expedition. After I've won this war, I will then stop, assuming I've actually managed to win this war. Right. Get on that ship. Ship. Ship you off to Caithness. Or Carterness, as it is currently. Right, jolly good. My vassals are revolting. Oh, there's a Norwegian ship up there. That's running away to the Faroes. Fair enough. Right, time to wade ashore. Right, let's besiege Caithness. Thurso! Dearsa, as it is at the moment. I have to say, I can't see. Is that a little A with a circle over it?
Yes.
That is not categorically in the alphabet at this point. I'm pretty clear on that one.
I think the rules used by Crusader Kings are that the names are only based on the culture and not on the date as well. But I'm not sure.
Well, I can tell, yes. I am struggling to think of the name of any place name in English of the period, because yeah, I mean, I'd have to look them up in the English place names to get the things in the right period. And of course, many things don't have early attestations. Yay! My money
Well,
is
you're
building
about
back up.
to provide an enormous collection of early attestations of place names in order
It's
to
true.
work out what the hell they all are.
It's true. There should be Doomsday Book attestations for all of the major places in William the Conqueror's English
Quite a lot of
territories.
minor ones.
It's true. Right, we have 63% war score. So how is our war score looking? Well, could do better. C minus. Do Norway? No, so Norway think they've got Faroes. But Iceland is its own thing. Is it its own thing? Hang on.
Find it.
Iceland's independent at this point. I'm pretty sure of that.
Oh, I think it was, wasn't it? It had a king anyway.
Well, it said Kingdom of Norway.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Well, the bit I was hovering over.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, right, yes.
I'm pretty sure it's not till maybe 12. I think it's the 12th century that Iceland get. Yeah. Right. So Richard of Normandy, my son, is 14. He's lustful, arbitrary, and envious. Good lord. Well, let's get him a spouse. And Let's get him a guardian. Let's get him a guardian that's competent in backstabbing. Let's go with a patient, temperate, arbitrary, cruel. Yeah, will do. Right, go on. Let's cause there to be more bastards of William the Bastard. Oh, I just got quite a lot of money. I wonder what happened. Gosh, Orkney's quite a tough proposition. Actually, let's just have a brief pause and no, let's tomorrow make sure all my children are betrothed to people. And today, concentrate on trying to kick the King of Norway. La la la, siege is still boring. Obviously one of the things I should do in the long term is save up and build a great work in Kent. Build a grand cathedral. Because although I've got Stonehenge, I don't think I can do anything with it. On account of the fact that I'm the wrong religion for the States. Well, she's related to me. What?
They've come back.
Fine, okay. Excuse me. Split in half.
Yes, can't come ashore in
Right, that's fine. Off we go. Right. Get on ship.
Yes, Wikipedia agrees that Iceland didn't become subjugated to Norway until 1262.
Yes. I thought that was about right.
Basically from about basically from
Should
when
have
it was
split that
set
feet
until
in half.
1262.
Right. So prison my steward and find a new one. Right. Right, we do. Right, let's escort that back. Let's escort that back. Where are you going? You're going that way. Let's get after you. What are we doing there? Yes, we're slowly nibbling. You split into two armies. How very inconvenient of you. Right. Okay. Split in half. Select Good Middlesex. Gloucester. Not. Go to my Firth. Let's put some people in charge of this. Right, there we go. We're going to Lincoln. You're going to Lincoln. You're going to wherever the hell that is. There you go, there's fever in Evra. Brilliant. Right, fine. Good. 88% more score, and I've captured someone. Right. Yeah, okay with that. %, more score. So, she's my daughter, she's betrothed. She's brave. Let's assign her a guardian with pointy stick skills. Like the Duke of Norfolk. Agatha of Normandy is 6. Let's arrange her in matrilineal betrothal with a prince of the Byzantine Empire. And let's assign her a guardian. No armour in that pointy stickness. Right, Duke of Norfolk. I should have fixed. Right, excellent. Peace offer. Right, we won. Right, so you lot up back on.
You need to bring the ship into harbour first. Assuming they've actually successfully defeated something, which I don't think.
No, I can't. So
Oh, of course. They may have done, but you gave it back at the end of the
yes. So right now I can disband my unit and disband my unit. Oh, I've got a lot of money. Hey, where have my ships gone?
I'm not sure. I mean, those guys still think they're getting on them,
Okay,
I
let's.
think.
Right. Acknowledge that was mine. Ah,
Okay, they no longer think they're getting on those ships, and the ships appear to have vanished. They need to get some ships.
Alright. You're big enough.
No, of course it didn't select the ships, that would have been helpful.
Yes. Right. Okay, let's hold a grand tournament. I can just about afford it. Right. Oh, anyway, I'll pause as soon as I have disbanded all my troops. Not least because then I can focus on little details like getting everyone home. Let's. Well, my vassals are busy stating at each other. Right.
You still can't get into the harbour there.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure. Hang on, let's actually check my revolt risk first. Wow, everyone's doing really well. So anyway, let's research military tech in Middlesex. Right. Oh dear, there's dangerous factions. Of course there are dangerous factions. Right. So, York, you're my vassal, right. Improve diplomatic relations in York. And Warwick. That's Warwick. There's my spy master. Scheme. Warwick. Right. Well, that will be right. Okay, my vassals are at least on their way home. They might even get home before the tournament happens. I've broken up with my lover. Right. Dismiss the fleet. Dismiss the unit. Check. We have no military raise. We have no military raise. And save and stop, securing the knowledge that.
Got 1,500 troops still. Oh, I think those may be the special event troops that you got for
Yes.
the purposes of the invasion.
That's fine. I have invaded. Securing the knowledge that I'm King of England for at least 5 minutes. I will save and stop.
More than that.
Oh, at least 4 years. About 4 years. Anyway, good night, stream.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye bye.